After refreshing yourself with a caffeinated drink, do you unwillingly throw it in a trash can? Throw your toys where you think they should go? Or walk it off with a failed three-pointer shot? These are all common signs of contamination and poor recycling among humans. If we continue to not act responsibly towards properly disposing of recyclable materials, pollution will continue to spread, killing our ecosystem, economy, wildlife, and resource management. If we do not recycle right, several negative consequences can occur. Here are some of the most significant impacts: increased pollution, waste of resources, harm to wildlife, financial losses, and reduced effectiveness. When we put non-recyclable or contaminated materials in the recycling bin, it can contaminate the entire recycling stream, making it more difficult and expensive to recycle the materials effectively. Recycling facilities cannot get rid of trash automatically, so workers are given the job to manually dispose of the contaminants, making the whole process time-consuming and tedious. Recycling helps conserve natural resources and energy, but if we do not recycle properly, we waste these resources, which could have been used for other purposes. When materials are not recycled correctly, they may end up in landfills or incinerators, where they cannot be reused, resulting in a loss of valuable resources. In addition, producing new materials from raw resources requires more energy and generates more greenhouse gas emissions compared to using recycled materials. So, decreased recycling can contribute to increased carbon emissions. Therefore, it is important to promote recycling and encourage people to recycle as much as possible to reduce waste and conserve resources. Animals may mistake plastic or other non-biodegradable materials for food, leading to injury or death. Wildlife and habitats can get destroyed as well because of the harmful pollutants being contaminated in the environment. In addition, hazardous chemicals from improperly disposed of electronic waste and other products can leach into the soil and water, harming both wildlife and the ecosystem as a whole. And when landfills and other waste disposal facilities are built in natural habitats, they can destroy important wildlife habitats and disrupt ecosystems. Therefore, it is important to also not litter, in order to not harm the beautiful planet we all live in. When recycling is contaminated, it can cost more money and resources to sort and recycle the materials, leading to financial losses. An EPA study found that recycling and reuse activities in the United States accounted for 681,000 jobs and $37.1 billion in wages. Recycling supports American manufacturing and conserves valuable resources, additionally creating new jobs in the recycling and manufacturing industries in the United States. When recyclable materials are not recycled properly, the effectiveness of recycling programs is reduced, and it becomes more challenging to reach recycling goals. In summary, with all these negative impacts, it is essential to recycle properly and educate others on the importance of recycling correctly. To achieve a more sustainable future, citizens and communities need to be motivated to increase participation in acceptable recyclable practices. Individuals and communities can make a substantial impact in addressing global climate change and reducing environmental impacts. Knowing the risks of incorrect recycling, I decided to do my service learning with our very own Missouri State University, who collaborated with the Community Partnership of the Ozarks. I was involved in a sustainability coordination team that established grants with the Ozarks Headwaters Recycling and Materials Management District and Environmental Protection Agency for funding multiple recycling bins with pictures and diagrams to help students carefully analyze where their waste goes. For the last 2 years, the goal that Missouri State has offered me and the sustainability team to do is research different types of recycling techniques and note them down in a presentation type form to enlighten staff and students. These presentations would then be later called Recycling 101. Recycling 101 is an informative short lesson for students and faculty to understand the concepts of recycling. The team has offered new ideas like putting bins in classrooms, laboratories, and offices. I followed and analyzed the work that it actually takes to install bins in a university. Douglas W. Needy, the sustainability coordinator, is credible for establishing these grants, giving funding for Missouri State University.
Well, our overall mission is to further improve sustainability in terms of environmental, social, and economic programs on campus as well as in the region. So our goal is to advance the overall performance of sustainability at MSU, engage students, integrate sustainability more into all academic programs, so that students get a well-rounded understanding of sustainability, um, as well as provide students with experiential opportunities to do internships, projects, and those type of things off campus to kind of complement what they're doing from a coursework standpoint, what they're learning in the classroom. But overall, reducing our environmental impacts, everything from reducing waste, conserving energy, as well as advancing social and economic sustainability components. So, we do have limited resources, so we're trying to leverage as many financial resources as we can to build that infrastructure. So one of them is the Ozarks Headwaters Recycling District Grant, which is great. We've gotten it several times. It's funded things like special event recycling, some new recycling bins in the Placer Student Union. We just got another grant award from that one, which will purchase more recycling bins in the Placer Student Union, but we'll be creating a video this summer on waste diversion on campus. Again, kind of emphasizing that education and awareness. We needed some tool that'll help us engage students, faculty, and staff. So we'll be making a video to do that. So we look at that grant as opportunities, but we're always looking for additional grants or opportunities that allow us to expand that infrastructure so we can make recycling easier for faculty, staff, and students. So Recycling 101 is more of a web-based short course, very short, 10-minute, 15-minute online tool that talks a little bit about the history of recycling, but also really focuses on how can we recycle and divert waste on campus. So it was intended for faculty, staff, and students to have access to it, just to kind of help us, again, engage them, help them educate them on what can be recycled, what cannot be recycled, but also it can be utilized in an academic format where faculty could offer extra credit or course assignments for students to go through this. So it's just something we wanted to supplement from the academic standpoint, as well as faculty, staff, that engagement. So that, coupled with the video that we'll be doing this summer, we're really hoping that that'll help kind of promote more awareness on campus.
Now let's determine the relevance of environmental sustainability on a campus level. I decided to interview Missouri State students and some Greenwood high schoolers on their knowledge about recycling. I asked 3 questions. I want you to be completely honest with me. Do you throw away your recyclables in the trash? Sometimes. Sometimes why?
I just don't have a recycling bin close to me.
Okay. That's a good answer.
A lot of times I'm not buying recycling bins.
Right. No? So you are aware of what's recyclable and what's not?
Sometimes.
We're going to test your recycling knowledge, and I'm going to pull out some things from this bag, and you're going to tell me if it's recyclable or not. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Paper towel.
Recycle.
Nope.
No?
Not recyclable.
Recycle.
No.
It's not?
It's not.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Oh, really?
It's not recyclable. Paper.
No.
It is.
God.
Paper.
Could be recyclable?
Yes. It's recyclable. Paper. Yep. Bubble wrap.
Not recyclable.
It is.
God.
And what about bubble wrap?
Not recyclable?
It is recyclable.
What?
Bubble wrap. Coffee cup.
Not recyclable.
Correct. Styrofoam.
I got one right.
Coffee cup.
Recyclable.
Nope. Not recyclable. It's styrofoam.
Oh, that's right.
No.
Yes, because it's not recyclable. What about a cap? Nope. Not recyclable. A cap.
They could be recyclable.
It's not recyclable.
Dang. Let's do one time for like.
A cap. Nope. And what about a plastic bag? It's not recyclable. Good job.
Not recyclable.
Yes, correct. And then plastic bag. Nope.
Plastic?
It's not the right type of plastic. Yeah, there are different types of plastics that that facilities can take. Yeah.
And then my final question, do you think that Missouri State is doing a good job in forms of teaching people about recycling?
Obviously not. I didn't
Obviously
even
not.
know that there are different types of plastic that
Right.
can be recycled. So, no, I don't think there has been a lot of education around stuff like that. I mean, I think most people know paper, plastic, stuff like that, but they don't know the specifics or anything like that. So.
Yeah. And do you think that things like pictures and diagrams would better
I think
spread the knowledge?
Yeah, they have some of those too. So, yeah, I think that's definitely helpful.
I don't know if they're doing a good job. They kind of just they have recycling bins, but that's pretty
Right. Would you say that you'd be more willingly to recycle if they had things like pictures and diagrams to like really get you to know what's actually recyclable? Right.
Yeah, I think they're doing a really good job demonstrating like what is recyclable, what is not
Right.
recyclable. Another thing too with MSU is that structurally, they're actually very eco-friendly.
Right.
For example, if we look at the rec center, anything with construction-wise, they have retention ponds, which means they allow rainwater to flow down to the ground and it's being collected.
Yes. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
From cup, not recyclable, through the regular recycling process. Typically not recyclable, however, they are compostable. So if you're collecting paper towels in a bathroom or whatever, if you're collecting food waste, you can actually compost these along with your food waste. Recyclable. So is color paper. So all these paper-based products are recyclable. Paperboard, obviously cardboard. The caps, sometimes they are, like this one actually says, recycle bottle with cap on. So if it says it's recyclable can, some haulers prefer you not to have them on there, but a lot of times they are. Typically not, but we're actually seeing some haulers take this as film. So you just need to work with your hauler to see if they will actually accept this or not. Haulers typically do not want them in general recycling. However, you can recycle them, taking them through like Walmart or maybe even Target does some. I know Walmart does. So they are recyclable, but you got to just find the right place to recycle them.
As part of my research, I created pamphlets with valuable information to give to students. They contain about what is recyclable and what is not. This is relevant evidence that students do not have the correct knowledge about recyclables, and it is our job to educate them. A great place in MSU that is responsible for correct recycling is the Plaster Student Union, or the PSU. With the grants funded by Missouri State, these bins help students recognize and recycle the correct items, from composting, packaging, and different types of waste that can be properly organized for disposal.
We're seeing more and more products made with recycled content. So the more we recycle, the more we have that as a raw material. We're not filling up landfill space, generating disposal issues. So that when you're reducing the amount of that waste, it does save money. It saves raw materials. It saves from making paper from trees, and it saves creating more plastic bottles and those type of things. So that's really the direction we want to go. Recycling is great. What we're generating, we need to recycle. We need to divert it from the landfill, but let's look at focus on source reduction as well.